Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, Ya Ali Madad. And you see, no matter how much we were told, and it is written in our history, and if you do some research and really neutrally look at it, which I did, but at that time, unfortunately, my condition was very bad. I had chronic fatigue, and I was becoming insane with the voices starting, and I had forcefully made myself and stopped myself from going to the principal, and a lot of negativity had befallen me, bombarding me, and I was in that I was sinking then in a very negative thing of, it was going to be, I would go against myself, my inner being, because forcing oneself, bringing discipline, that is what I thought, that I must not go to Mrs. Munira Gulzar, whether I am on the internet and these people, forcefully I made myself sit there and I tested these people on the internet, whether they would have any mercy, but to give your life to such zalimun and expect that they would have some mercy. Well, I was told in one majlis, Muharram, that Imam Hussein alayhi salam kept a communication open with his enemies who were killing his brothers, his sons, his nephews. So I had to keep this communication open with them. But I saw there was no end to their cruelty. They would have gone on deceiving me and hurting me and taking advantage of the situation I was in, not wanting to meet my principal. Because initially I had started with her with devotional love, not the love that would be like a child attachment. And even if my love became like a child, which it did, it still wasn't wrong. But I didn't want this. I wanted a devotional love. I don't like the attachment. What I suffered, I know, with the childlike attachment to Miss Desa. So the first video I go back to is that we want is a Muslim unity, and we don't want any more humanitarian crisis. Firstly, so grateful am I to God. Praise be to the Creator, such a supreme, unique Creator, none comparable to Him. It comes in Surah Ikhlas, and then to His Highness Aga Khan and the Lord Supreme who took me there and opened my mind and heart to His Highness Aga Khan while waiting for my last Imam and wanting to get well out of this schizophrenia, delusional symptoms, so that now with his help, His Highness Aga Khan's help, I can see that any kind of uprising for one's rights even is against Islam in these conditions, in this era. One must follow one's the true Imam of Islam. Imam Ali alayhi salam also says, do not ward off or avoid the advice of a good, wise person, lest you become humiliated and then be very, very regretful. Sorry, I'm not quoting him verbatim, but I hope you understand the gist of it. So this Imam, His Highness Aga Khan, Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad. You can see the wisdom of Islam, the great Allah in him. How in the future there will be people who will be scared that we Shias could want their land or are a threat to their kingdoms, that our Imam Mahdi is going to ask them to stop all this, and will take their wealth away from them, and will plunder them, and will leave them. And this is the way of the Shia Islam, but this is not the way of the Shia Islam. You can see His Highness Aga Khan has not asked anyone for their land, or even asked them to believe in him. At a time where we are giving birth to Yazid, we don't know. Our Imam, 12er Imam also has not appeared. And I could have been lost. I speak for myself, seeing my mother's condition too. You may have another opinion of us, but I know what I am and what I saw. And so this Imam, Azir Imam of Ismailis, has such wisdom, and in such a graceful manner he is making his murids live life at a time where the true bait is not given, and the true Imam is present. And isn't that what Imam Hussein alayhi salam had asked for from Yazid? To give the bait back to the rightful place person, so that in the future there would be the God chosen, the God sent, who would guide us, lead us, and make us live our lives in the manner that Islam wanted us to live. Hence, if the enemies of Islam or the Shia Muslims, out of fear, are creating this division and hatred for Shias, they have nothing to fear. And this is all done for political reasons. How much they have deceived the Muslims, I cannot tell you. How much sorrow they have caused, how much grievance to the Shia Ishna Ashari Muslims, I cannot tell you. But I can tell you, we do not want your lands. We do not want your money. We do not want to get even with you in any way. We are supposed to be patient. Like Bibi Zainab salam Allah alayha told Hazrat Abbas alayhi salam, that Abbas, I wish for you one thing today. I'm requesting you, and I know you will not deny me this request. I know that the orders of Yazid are quite unjust, but yet let us leave the river Euphrates and make our tents far away from it. Let them have their way to close the water on us and our children. And my aunt sent me this text. We all know that water can come. We have seen it, I have seen it in Bara Imam Barga Kharadar during the tabut of Bibi Sakina alayhi salam. गुरूर फौज सितमगर को तोड़ सकता हूँ अली का बेटा हूँ महजिज नुमा, खुदा की कसम मैं आसमान से पानी निचोड़ सकता हूँ. So now I'm going to complete the point that I made earlier on. So I was saying that if you do research without uh, prejudice and without, any kind of bias, you can see the truth. But I don't know why people don't want to see the truth. And so if you don't want to see the truth and you are adamant and that you don't want to stand Shia Islam, and if you don't understand Shia Islam, then do you think that you have the right? You are in that position? Are you eligible to say that we are right and the Shias are wrong? So can you say with the certainty? And if you do say it with certainty, I can tell you that I don't have to believe in your certainty. And you may have forgotten, let me remind you, that as Muslims and as Shia Muslim, I know that my God is so generous. You have forgotten the generosity of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there is a verse in the Quran that telling Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam that if you were to take away everything from them, they would act very basely with you. So please do not worry that Imam Sahib Zaman, our 12th Imam will come, or what Iran is wanting, or what Hezbollah is wanting, or what the Zaydis are wanting, that the true Imam will take away everything from you. We are the people who give. Didn't Imam Hussein alayhi salam give his 6 months old infant and got him martyred at the hands of Yazid's army? This is my Islam. And Ahl Bayt alayhi salam, they always give. They never deprive you. And so in these lines, I have to say about His Highness Agha Khan, Hazir Imam of the Ismailis. Can you see? He has never deprived anyone, not even his enemies. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ali Muhammad.